Europa. The year is 1917 on the European calendar. The Great War has just ended, yet some nations still thirst for conquest. Chief among these is the Empire, a vast country filled with religious extremists that go around committing genocide against the Darksons, a minority group. Due to having a large Darkson population, the Empire sets their sights on Ostenden, one of their many neighbors. Ostenden is a hegemony of multiple groups ruled by a royal family that are descended from all of the groups part of the hegemony. This isn't the first time the Empire has declared war on Ostenden. Back in EC 1863, the Empire tried to conquer them and failed due to their military doctrine mostly consisting of undercover soldiers and strike teams. Ostenden is well known for having invented the Ragnaline engine. This engine is fueled by a liquidized version of ragnite, a mineral with many uses. Unlike steam engines, Ragnaline engines don't emit any kind of fumes or smoke, which eliminates the need for an exhaust port. Instead, it has an external radiator, which unfortunately is so crucial to the engine that if it takes enough damage, it will cause the engine to not be able to release enough heat, which causes it to explode. In the previous war, new weapons were introduced, including the tank. Ostenden has no armor of its own, and thus has hired a design team to create one for them. Let's take a look at how their first meeting went. Hello everyone, and thank you all for coming. As you know, the Empire has attacked us unprovoked, and we must drive them off our lands. However, we are encountering problems, namely their tanks. As you all know, we don't have any. Until now, the higher-ups have deemed it unnecessary. However, it seems now that was the wrong decision. We need you to design an armored vehicle to fight them. It doesn't need to be a tank, it can be an armored car. We would prefer something that looks like a civilian vehicle at first glance so that it can be deployed with the undercover soldiers. However, this is not mandatory since it could be given to the conventional army. Its dimensions cannot exceed that of the enemy tanks, so it cannot be wider than 3.02 meters or taller than 3.24. It must also not exceed a weight of 24 tons. Its speed must be faster than 19 kilometers per hour, and it must carry at least 300 liters of fuel so that it can operate at effective speeds for a long duration without stopping, so that trains aren't needed to transport it to the front lines. The Ostenden Hegemony Royal Armament Works will be providing the engine and cannons. The engine is the OHRAW V8 Super, which is an 8-cylinder engine with a cylinder displacement of 2.89 liters. The guns they are providing for this project are the OHRAW 20mm anti-tank rifle, the OHRAW 30mm anti-tank rifle, or the limited production OHRAW 37mm anti-tank cannon. Due to the scarcity of the OHRAW 37mm, we would prefer that you use one of the more readily available anti-tank rifles. However, this is also not a requirement. That is all of the information I needed to give you. We need your designs within 2 weeks from now. Good luck and Godspeed.